I'm MacKenzie, he's Frank, we're at Crown Camera, and we're talking about binoculars today. And I have to admit, Frank, I don't know a whole lot about binoculars. All I know is I want to look far away. If I'm on the boat, if I'm at a 49ers game, I want to see far away. And we sell nice binoculars here. These ProMaster binoculars are really cool. I've looked through them, but I don't know enough about the jargon involved with these binoculars. This one says 10 by 42. What is 10? What is 42?
Okay, so binoculars have two numbers. The 10, 7, 8, whatever that number, that first number is, that's the amount of power the binocular creates. So it's 7 times what the human eye sees, or 8 or 10 times what the human eye sees. So it gets you a lot closer. There's a problem with that sometimes with binoculars. If you get too much power, it gets to be a little hard to hand hold, and that's why we have a tripod mount here, so you can use a tripod to hand hold and be smoother.
That's cool.
The other number on the binoculars is the size of the front objective. So this is a 10 by 42. It's got a 42 millimeter front objective. It lets in more light, means that you get better detail in the shadows. This little pair of binoculars is a 10, also 10 power, so they're both 10 power. This one has a 25 millimeter front objective. As long as I have enough light, this isn't going to be an issue, and this one folds up, fits right in my pocket.
So they both, regardless of size, they both actually see it to the same point.
That's correct.
Okay, so I guess we could assume from there, you know, if you're a bird watcher on the river trail, these are great. Bird watcher on the river trail, fine, but maybe for a hunter as well, these happen to be waterproof, I've read.
Yep, waterproof means that the barrels are actually nitrogen purged. That means that water's not going to get inside, so it's not going to corrode and condense inside. You work from inside your warm car in the wintertime, and you go outside into the cold weather. Things fog on the outside, but they can also fog on the inside, and the nitrogen purge removes that.
Okay, so condensation builds up, moisture develops. Over time you get fungus and mold and stuff. We've seen that before in older binoculars. Okay, so tell me about these guys. We've got 3 ProMaster, but this is a Canon pair of binoculars.
Yeah, this is a Canon image stabilized binoculars. They come in several different sizes. This just happens to be an 8 by 25. So it's a 25 millimeter front objective. It's 8 power of zoom, or 8 power of magnification, and it's image stabilized. So our hearts are beating, we're breathing, we might have a little bit of cold and we're shaking a little bit, but you push this button on top and that smooths everything right out. It's just like the image stabilization that's available in our digital cameras.
Oh, okay. All right, well, we got that out of the way. There's something that really does confuse me, though, how to actually focus these binoculars, because you got the big old dial in the center, but you have a dial around this, this is the right eyepiece.
Correct. So most binoculars will have a center focus. The proper way to focus a pair of binoculars is to use your center focus to focus your left barrel. Once you've got the left barrel focused, then you kind of cover up the left side and you adjust your right eye with the right adjustment here. It's got a little click stop, and that will align both your eyes, because most of us don't have perfect vision in both eyes. We're off a little bit from one eye to the other. So that just means that both eyes are adjusted perfectly for your eyes. If you're a husband and wife team, for instance, your husband's vision is perfect and yours isn't, and you're going back and forth, you're going to find that everybody's always adjusting. So it can help to have a pair of binoculars for each of you. That way you've got your own focus and you don't have to be messing with it each time. Then once that left eye and right eye are adjusted, all your focusing comes down to the central focus. Okay, so one more thing. A lot of people with glasses have a hard time looking through binoculars. If you'll notice on these binoculars, there's a rubber eye cup. If you have glasses, you want to peel them back. And that way your glasses and your eyes will get physically closer to the binoculars and you'll be able to see better. On some binoculars, it's actually a little dial up. You can dial them down for people who wear glasses and dial them back for if you don't wear glasses.
Well, there you have it. I sure learned a lot. Thank you, Frank.
You're very welcome. Don't forget your binocular.
Yeah, Crown Camera, we're more than just cameras. We got binoculars, scopes, optics, and the know-how.
Thank you.